Busy schedules. Wish we had more time to spare. Want you around me like air. Can get my feelings involved, and then you not be there. To my eyes, you was there.
I'm helping people, bitch.
I wanna keep you around. People like us are so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare. I wanna keep you around. People like us are so rare, so rare.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's Sam, YouTube and shit? Girl, I gotta send them back with another one, yeah. Alright, so guys, you are more than welcome to think that anything I say on this channel is a bunch of tomfoolery. You are more than welcome to think that anything I say is crazy or that I am crazy and I need psychiatric help. You are more than welcome to disagree with anything I say on this channel, because why? What you think is valid in your world. Let me repeat that. What you think is valid in your world, okay? This channel is about freedom of thought. Think how you want to think. I'm not here to persuade you to believe what I believe. I'm just here to provoke thought. Open minds. Change minds if you see fit. If you don't see fit, then stop watching me. Or keep watching me and then get a kick out of it and get some entertainment and laugh if you want to. Who cares? Not me. So if you think Bigfoot and Sasquatch is real, this is the channel for you. If you think fairies and mermaids exist, this is the channel for you. If you think aliens are real, this is the channel for you. I'm just here to shake things up a little bit, stir the pot a little bit, disrupt some Alright, now let's get into the video. Alright, so it's a lot of people that be like, oh, black magic isn't real. Stop blaming people for your poor decisions, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, right? And it's like, yeah, it is their decision, but that's the trick. That's the trick. So in previous videos, especially in the video I titled If I'm Crazy, You Crazy Too, I break down how black magic works. And I break it down, and in that video pretty much I say that it manifests, the energy will manifest itself as thought forms or certain emotions. So no, black magic can't really make somebody do something. It can't just bippity boppity boo boom, do what I want you to do. But you can manipulate the mind, your thoughts, and to create, for them to make a decision, to put themselves in a situation to create the outcome that that person wanted to create. Because every decision you make comes from a thought first. That is the trick. That is why it's called energetic manipulation or magic. That is why they call it that. Okay, so go see my video titled If I'm Crazy, You Crazy Too, for you to get the full understanding, the full breakdown. Alright, so I'm gonna give a few examples of how the energy can manifest in your reality, in your energetic field, to put people in certain situations that they probably wouldn't, to make decisions that they probably would have never made, and put themselves in bad circumstances and bad predicaments. Okay, so boom, let's say if this person wants to unalive you, or they want to sacrifice you to an entity, because a lot of the people who practice this are entity conjurers, spirit conjurers. Okay, but let's say if they want to sacrifice you to the entity or just unalive you because they just don't like you. So that energy can manifest itself as something like depression, right? And when you accept that feeling, so depression is People who have felt depression, they will tell you, not a person who read a book, I'm talking about people who actually dealt with depression, will tell you that it is a feeling. Depression is something that they're feeling. Speaking from a person who felt depression before, it is a feeling of emptiness, of sadness. So that could manifest itself as sadness. And when you accept that emotion as your emotion, not realizing that it's coming from an outside source, you are attaching yourself to that entity, or to that emotion. You're latching on to it. So now you're in this state of this low state of depression. And then the deeper you fall into this depression, that could result in thoughts of wanting to unalive yourself, and you may do it yourself. So manipulating your thoughts and your emotion, your energy, because remember, energy, a vibration, that's something that you feel. Energy is something that you feel. But you would have never made that decision to unalive yourself if your energy wasn't being manipulated, if your thoughts and your emotions wasn't being manipulated by an outside force. So what that is they manipulating your energy and your emotions so that you will then put yourself in a situation to create the outcome that they wanted, which is for you to be unalive. You can also you could also fall into depression and then start to use certain coping mechanisms like alcohol. And you may get in a car and drive drunk and get into a car accident that could unalive you. Or you could do drugs and OD and unalive yourself through that way. Okay, so that's one example. Another example is if a person just has some sort of problem with you, and this person's so fake and so phony, because they may say negative things about you behind your back, telling people you this type of person, you that type of person, they don't like you because of this and because of that, and that's not really true. This person just jealous, or this person just mad. But this person wants to start a conflict, but they don't want to be the one to start the conflict because because they don't want to seem like they are the ones that's starting the conflict, because they already created this narrative of you that you are the one that is negative. So what they will do is they will energetically manipulate your feelings and emotions, your thoughts, and that can manifest itself as anger. This person will then say something or do something to trigger, that they know will trigger you, or that they know you will feel some type of way about, so that you can react in an impulsive way. So they can say, see, I told you, she did, I told you. And so anger, irritation, you don't even know why, you just irritated for no reason, you just mad for no reason, you easily irritable. And when you easily irritable, somebody says something that you know ain't right, that you could actually make the decision to react impulsively, which will create the outcome that they wanted to create. Is for you to look like the mean person, so they can have it, so that it can look like the narrative that they created was right. Or they call people like this word witches, because black magic don't have to be just people lighting candles and using herbs or mixing stuff up. It don't even have to be people just conjuring up entities to manipulate your thoughts. It could just be you using your words. So same situation, this person don't like you, or let's say if this person was jealous of you because you was moving forward, you were moving ahead of them in life, or that's how they felt. You was leaving them behind, you was moving ahead of them in life, and they was jealous about it. And that jealousy made this person talk about you bad, say bad things about you, speak negatively about you, make up stuff about you, create problems, just created problems in their own mind out of their jealousy, so that they can feel better about themselves, right? And so once you decide to move forward and move ahead, that person will try to start a conflict with you, and you don't budge. You just went on about your life, about your day, and you didn't budge, because this person's so bothered by you not being bothered by them, because they are so bothered by you, right? And so they gotta look like the victim. You didn't budge, so they gotta make themselves look like the victim. So what they do is they hurry up and go slander you to every single person that they know, and everybody that you know mutually, right? And the things that they say to these people, when they believe it, when they accept it as truth and they believe it, that can change their entire perception of you as a person. Even though they have never seen it, even though they have never experienced it, they've only experienced positive things from you. They've only experienced good things with you. But somehow this person sounds so believable, because when you think about sometimes I call it negative manifestation. When you think about manifestation is just you speaking your intentions, you having intentions, and then having the belief and the faith behind what you're saying, and backed by emotion, and then belief and faith, and then so that it will become real and true. So in this case, instead of you speaking your intentions or saying affirmations for yourself, this person is speaking these intentions on you or on another person to create a perception of you, so that they can look like the victim. I heard a girl call this type of person a word witch. She used her nephew as an example. She said that her nephew wanted to start some sort of business, and then when he told his father told him every single negative thing that he could say to discourage this boy. She completely changed and eradicated this boy's confidence, all because of his words. And so this boy was so insecure, and to the point where he didn't even want to try no more, because he was like, well, my dad said I needed this, I needed that, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even believing that he could actually achieve what he was trying to achieve. And she used that as an example as for generational curses or whatever. Your elders, your parents not having enough courage to pursue what they wanted to pursue, so they trying to tear you down and make you feel like you can't do it. But anyways, that's another way. Just using your words, creating a narrative about somebody. Anyways, so let's say if you trying to do something creative, right? Be an entrepreneur, and there's a person that's working a 9-to-5 and don't have the courage or the faith in themselves to start a business on their own, and so they jealous of you for having the courage to actually pursue the things that you want to pursue. Because this creative venture could be a dream, could be something that you've always wanted, could potentially result in having a whole lot of money and freedom and the good time, good life, and they will be stuck working a dead-end 9-to-5 job. They don't want you to keep pursuing this creative venture. So that energy could manifest itself as procrastination, or because I say it manifests as thought form. So you may be like, oh, you may have it all like on your mind to do something for what for your creative venture, your creative venture tomorrow, right? You like, all right, I'm gonna do such and such and such tomorrow, blah blah. Tomorrow comes, and it can be very subtle. Tomorrow comes, you be like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes, and you be like, I was gonna do this today, but I ain't gonna do it today. I'm gonna just do this instead, and I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Procrastination, thought. It can manifest itself as, being lazy or tired. Tired, not wanting to, like, just not having the energy. That could, it can manifest itself as a heavy energy or tired energy in your energetic field, and you don't know why you're tired. You just don't have no energy. You just feel weighed down. You feel heavy. You don't feel like doing nothing, so you don't do it. And then the next day comes, you know what I'm saying? The next day comes and you put it off the next day. So procrastination, laziness, things like that. It can also manifest itself as anxiety. You being so anxious and so worried about, so in your head about what people may think of you, what people might say about you, and things like that. It can manifest, let's say if you're trying to get a job that create more freedom, and let's say you're trying to get a salon job, and a salon, and you trying to get a job at a commission-based salon, and this salon is requiring you to do an audition. You have to get a model, do a cut, color, and a style. If you so anxious about, you so jittery, this is how anxiety feels on the inside. That's what anxiety feels like on the inside. So you so jittery that you fumbling with the flat iron because you so anxious, you so nervous that you can't even focus on what you're doing to even do it well, to even do it right. You so worried about what she's saying that you're not even focused on what you're doing to even do your job right. And like I say, when you're not aware of this energy, because for me, I know in my experience, you don't really know when you're not aware, when you're not really paying attention, when you're not really aware of your own energy. You start to, it could just come on you, like it could just sneak up on you, and you don't even know where it came from. It could be so subtle. You would have like these underlying subconscious thoughts of not wanting to do something, not wanting to go pursue something, or feeling certain ways about certain things, like just creating illusions. It creates illusions in the mind so that you wouldn't do which thing that you wanted to do, because this person don't want you to do it, because this person wants to hold you back. That is how it works. So yes, you are making the decision to do certain things, but you may not have made that decision if your thoughts and your mind and your emotions wasn't being manipulated by outside forces, by outside sources. So how I knew that was what was, by studying myself, studying my own mind, and becoming aware of my own self and my own energy. This is what I concluded. When I found sound healing and I started to play these frequencies, and these frequencies started, the more I played the frequencies, the less anxiety I felt, the less depression I felt. Like I literally felt something lift. Literally felt something lift up off me. Literally felt like my mind instantly became clearer. Instantly had, I had more energy. I felt lighter. I didn't feel as heavy. So once I started to become aware of that, I'm like, okay. So then I told y'all about this knot or this heaviness that I felt on my lower belly, my lower abdomen, which is in the lower back, the root chakra, this heaviness in that area. The more I felt that started to go away as well. So I was like, okay, so whatever this energy that I'm feeling, it is linked or tied, is linked to whatever this pain or this knot or this heaviness that I'm feeling in my lower abdomen. So then once I became aware of that, and people try to try to throw more try to throw more energy at me, I started to become aware of when stuff started to feel, when I felt the heaviness out of nowhere, or when I felt sadness out of nowhere, or when I started to feel anxiety out of nowhere. I started to become aware. When I started to feel fear, paranoia. So and it would just come over me out of nowhere. And I started to become aware of that. I'm like, okay, now I know when it's being sent to me and when it's not being sent to me. Or I know what's my energy and what's not my energy. So once I became aware of that, and kept on started to use and then would use my return to sender, I would feel back to normal. So, like I said, I don't have that type of trauma. I don't have the type of trauma that I should be having paranoia. The paranoia came from out of nowhere, literally. I lived in a quiet ass neighborhood, the suburbs. My mama had pretty decent money. She got me whatever I wanted. I had a good childhood. And then my high school years, wasn't really that bad, besides, fake ass friends and bullies and things like that. People that don't like you, and but that's everybody. Everybody deals with that kind of stuff in school. Everybody got beef. Everybody have beef in school. Everybody deal with fake friends. Everybody has dealt with that. So I don't have that type of trauma. I didn't live a type of lifestyle where I should be having paranoia, where I had to look over my shoulder, or where I feel like I gotta watch myself all the time, or feeling like somebody's after me. Why would I be feeling like that? I never experienced no grief, nothing that would bring me such grief for me to be in depression. Like I said, it would just come from out of nowhere. So I still remember this till this day. I was in my kitchen in my apartment, and I had the music on, and I was cooking my food, and I'm like, right? I'm stirring up pot, and I'm, right? And then, like, out of nowhere, I felt this wave of sadness, just like whoosh. And I still remember this to this day. So it went from me doing this to this, and it was literally like that. It was, and then I also, when I was feeling that, I felt a pain, like this flutter of this sharp pain in my stomach. It felt so negative. It felt so bad, and I had to sit down. And then I lost my appetite. I couldn't eat. And from that point forward, I just couldn't shake that sadness. I couldn't shake that feeling because I didn't know what it was. It felt empty, like I felt an emptiness. So, like I said, that was out of nowhere. The same for the anxiety. I would literally just be, the anxiety and the panic and the fear and the paranoia, it would just come from out of nowhere, like whoosh. and now I'm just nervous and shaking and scared and feeling like, you know what I'm saying, feeling like something's out to get me, and there's nothing out to get me. There's nothing out to get me. And I knew that, but I couldn't shake that feeling. I couldn't shake that feeling. The only thing that helped me shake that feeling was sound healing. I used to be afraid to speak my truth, to speak how I feel. You know, I used to have so much anxiety to speak. Mucus in my throat, you know what I'm saying? And then started using the sound healing, and all of that started to go away. All of it started to go away. So when I realized those feelings were linked to the things that I was feeling physically, I was like, okay, so this is how this works. This is what this is. And the frequencies that I used were made specifically for the removal of black magic and spell work and the removal of entity attachments. The chakra, the frequencies for the chakras worked as well, but I'm on my next video, I'm going to tell you guys every single frequency that I use, and I'm going to talk about how it made me feel. And you know, well, I'm gonna just make the video, and you guys can try it if y'all want to, but I'm gonna speak on every single one that I used. All right. I done got bit up by buku mosquitoes, buku ants. But anyways, that's actually all I have for you guys today. And y'all have a good one.